Are you looking for a podcast about the best way to bowl?
Then you must be thinking of another podcast. Stu, what?
It's a turkey. Good evening, Kelsey.
Good evening, Robert.
How are you today?
I am lovely. How are you?
Oh, man. I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know. I slept a full evening last night, so
I'm
that
proud of
feels
you.
strange. No,
Good.
that's awful. I need
Sleep
to
is
be
good for
playing
your body.
games.
No. I'm worried.
Why?
So, all right. You know my thoughts on the fucking Randy Johnson Dove pitch of 2001, right?
I mean, I don't know your thoughts of it, but I know of the event because I actually showed it to somebody today.
Today? Oh my God.
Yeah, who
Okay.
had never seen it before.
How could you never have seen that? I swear to God.
So I was like, I was there when it was written, man.
That event, I am convinced. I feel like I've talked about this on the show. I am convinced at that point in time, our universe flipped timelines and we are now in the bad place.
Okay.
Everything that bird got hit in 2001, Robert, you know what else happened in 2001?
Yes.
9/11.
That did
It's
happen.
all that bird. We can trace it all back to the bird. God damn it.
Okay.
I don't know. I just don't like to think about it, and I think about it more frequently than I should. I feel because I saw it
bird
happen.
or that
Yeah,
life
the bird.
changed since then.
Well, that too, but
Okay.
like mostly just the poor bird. I feel bad for the baby.
But like, so I was telling, it was Mary who was here earlier, and I was like, yeah, this is like a common baseball occurrence. That wasn't even a one-off. That happens.
It's not common though.
I know, but it happens enough that there's multiple accounts of it.
There have been 2 birds this week that have died in the MLB. 2.
How
of them
many
wasn't-
birds flew into Fabio's face on a roller coaster, though?
Oh my God, but poor Fabio and poor bird, honestly. But there have been 2 bird incidents
Wow.
in baseball this week. One of them was, I don't know which one is weirder because one was flying. It was very much a Randy Johnson situation.
Okay.
And the other one was just fucking sitting on the ground and got like squished by a fucking fastball that a dude threw across the ground.
Okay.
That's nuts to me.
That's really weird.
I know, it's super weird. I don't like it. I feel like the birds should start telling their bird friends, be like, don't hang out
Stay out
here.
of the MLB.
It's a bad place.
Nobody wants us there.
No, they throw balls very hard and it kills us.
Oh my God.
Maybe that's why they can't get back and tell their friends though, because they fucking die. But don't you think the birds at home are just like, have you seen Dave for a bit?
I mean, birds don't necessarily just travel alone. Don't you think someone else is like, Dave, fuck! I gotta go tell everybody. And then what? He just forgot on the way back?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he got hit. Maybe he got hit too.
Well, birds have quick memory spans too, right? So he probably was like, I gotta go tell everybody. He gets home, he's all like, man, I didn't find any food. And they're like, where's Dave? And he's like, who the fuck is Dave? And then they just moved on, you know?
Maybe.
Were you watching baseball and saw this happen? Or you just
No.
like, saw it in the news?
I think my algorithm knows that I'm fucked up about the Randy Johnson dove, and it's just like, you want to hear about more birds that died in baseball-related incidents?
That's a weird thing for the algorithm to know about you.
Yeah, it is. But you know what? I feed information to Google all the time, unbeknownst to me.
Why? Because you're constantly like Googling Randy Johnson, bird
Yeah,
gif.
probably.
Oh, God, I saw it again. Fuck.
It's March 24th. We just came up on the 22nd anniversary of that shit.
Yeah, I like showed Mary and she was like, that never happens. And then like, so the thing I found was like a slow motion thing of it.
Oh
And
my
so I'm
God.
just like watching her react in slow motion, just like. So just these feathers just.
Yeah,
I remember when that happened.
I do too. And I remember
It was,
being
like,
like, is
all
the
over the
bird
news.
okay? And my dad was like, bird's fine. I saw him fly off.
Oh, I just remember being like, holy shit. Wow. That's nuts.
Yeah.
I can't believe that happened.
Watch out for any kind of weird universe timeline changes this
Well,
week
all right,
because
fine.
fucking birds be getting.
Let's go ahead and check my co-star.
Oh, yeah, good idea.
Let's go ahead and see if I'm just like fucked up right now. I know we haven't done co-star a lot lately, guys. But
Yeah, if you're a new listener and you're unfamiliar with CoStar, it's the astrology app that we check obsessively now.
well, you know what it says to me first thing?
What?
It doesn't have to make sense right now.
Okay.
It doesn't have to make sense right now. And then my thought for the day is, are you looking for time to think? Don't do sad songs, though.
Don't do sad songs. Mine says, are you looking for recognition? Yes, always.
But what was your top one?
Tinker without formal knowledge.
Cool, so just go break apart the car later and see if you can put it back together. Why not?
Why not?
Okay, it always gives me the same 3 people for the bottom, so I have to like go to the friends thing and find you to see like what's up.
I always get like a mix of people. Mine is still showing you and me as spies, which I'm I hate the fact that you fall in love with a target and jeopardize our mission.
That's what it says about me?
Yes, you fall in love with the target that we're hunting as spies and you jeopardize our mission.
Oh yeah, that was an old one. Today it just says they're not interested in being right or wrong with you right now. They just want to hear you. Aw, you're so sweet. And to pay attention to the details. Tell me the details about that bird hit, Kelsey.
God.
I did not know that was such an event for you.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think about it a lot, and I don't want to think about it anymore.
I mean, I think about it, but I don't ever think like, man, that sure is when the world took a turn.
I mean, it truly is.
Now I got to go back and do some research. Got to do some history book learning and see.
I blame that pitch for the 2016 election. You ready to crack this thing open?
Oh yeah, I did just
getting too
crack
deep
my
in bird
neck
thoughts.
so hard. Okay.
Flashback.
So I got a movie for you to
Okay.
right all these woes inside you. Because this movie had zero right to be that good.
Okay. Awesome.
I've told you this before. Somebody told me that the Pope's Exorcist was the Barbarian of exorcism movies.
Yes. And I don't know what that means, but I'm here for it.
I don't either, even having watched it now.
All right.
I think I get it because it's nothing that like you think and nothing like you wanted, even getting what you're getting.
All right.
Let me set the... Do you know what the Pope's Exorcist is? And if you are a Zeitgeist person, you understand this as of now.
I don't.
The Pope's Exorcist is the Tremors of exorcism movies.
Oh, okay. Hell yeah.
It is not any one item. It is all of the above.
Okay, so it's got like comedy moments and...
It's so funny sometimes.
Huh.
It's super, super serious, super scary sometimes. It turned into Men in Black at one point.
Man, what the fuck?
Like, I don't know what to tell you.
I
Except that
want
it
them-
was phenomenal.
After watching Tremors, as we just did for our latest Zeitgeist review, I want to bring back, like, the comedy horror movie. I don't feel like we get enough of those. Like, Bodies, 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 that was a good comedy horror movie.
That's like the last one. Yeah.
Yeah, and we haven't seen one before that for quite some time, I feel. I want that style of movie to come back.
I mean, even then, I'll give you Drag Me to Hell. Barely?
Yeah.
Like, barely we'll throw that in there?
Yeah, it wasn't, like, funny enough to be considered like a comedy.
Like, it still, like, had its moments, but it
Yeah.
wasn't built on those moments.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yes, like Bodies, 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 and Tremors. Those can be viewed by a person who's like,
Oh, yeah.
I don't really like horror movies,
And you'll
you can
like
take
this
them to
movie.
that and they'll like it. Yes,
Oh, yeah. Man, I can't think of one. At all. And this movie's not even like, ha-ha, like that kind of funny. God, it was just so good, though. So, I'm going to give you, like, a little bit of mild spoilers to get you a little more intrigued. You ready?
okay, yes,
I have to dispel this first because it's kind of what I was shooting for with the title. Not what the... No, the title does not give me this at all.
okay.
So it's called The Pope's Exorcist. What do you think this movie's about from the title alone?
The Pope has like an exorcist on call that he needs for super real demons.
You didn't think we might be exorcising the Pope?
I mean, that would be cool as shit.
Okay, well, it is his right-hand man on call for exorcisms.
Okay,
Like, it is exactly that. So Russell Crowe is the...
Russell Crowe.
Oh, he nails it though, dude. Oh,
Okay.
he nails it though. Because I was like, really? I thought we didn't like him no more. But he came in and fucking wrecked it.
All right.
But that's exactly what he is. He is such the exorcist. He answers only to the Pope.
Hell
Like,
yeah.
like when the Pope needs some shit done, he's calling Russell Crowe.
At what point do you have to call in the Pope when like a demon is that bad, you know?
Oh man, we're gonna get there.
Okay.
But also, he's such a good exorcist. He's at the point where like he knows that most people, it's like a mental thing, that there's not really a demon to excise, you know?
Okay.
So he mainly just travels around like pretending to exorcism for people, but he knows that he just kind of has to do a little theater for them and then they're fine.
Okay.
So he's a little disenfranchised with his job, kind of, because there's really nothing to fight out there.
Yeah.
Like the world's becoming more, let's say, knowledgeable in how to maybe perceive and act in those ways. Like, what was that one? The Last Exorcism, remember?
Uh-huh.
They do the blowing job thing. And that's how,
Excuse
like,
me?
you don't remember that?
No.
It's like the demon takes over this little girl and she's all like, come over here and I'll give you a blowing job. And then he goes,
The fuck does that mean?
really? I'm pretty sure a demon of hell would know the correct term for what that is. Sounds to me like you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, and proves that she's not really possessed and all this
Okay.
kind of shit, right? And then it turns out she really was. Oopsies.
Just a bad demon. Not up on his lingo.
Yeah. Oh man, you've never seen that movie? That's like the one part that I remember because it was super funny when that happened.
God.
So it opens up with him doing an exorcism on somebody, and you kind of get the feeling like they watched The Exorcist, so now he just believes he's possessed,
Oh.
kind of. And he, like, doesn't buy it, so he's like, all right, I'll do this for this kid. And he, like, forces the demon to go into this pig, and then, like, immediately kills the pig when, like, the demon jumps in there, and that's the theater
Okay.
that he plays up for this guy. And, like, the clergy's all pissed. They're all mad at him. They want to fire him. And he's like, talk to the Pope, dude. That's my boss. Fuck you guys. I'm out. This is based on a real guy, by the way.
Oh, for real? Does the Pope have just like an exorcist on call?
I guess he had this guy. I mean, he's a real dude that just died in 2016.
No shit. By possession?
Let me look him up for you. No, I hope not. He wrote so many books. I like kind of want to read these books. His name is Gabriel Amorth, right?
And he wrote books about like the demons he exorcised?
Yeah.
Fucking cool.
Like all kinds of shit. He's like this legit exorcism dude. He's conducted over 60,000 exorcisms.
That's so many. How many years was he exorcising?
He is undoubtedly the most famous Catholic exorcist of the modern era. Like,
How?
they know this dude.
I have to do some quick math. You said 60,000 exorcisms?
Yeah. So
And
let's
if
say he's been okay, so he died at 91.
Oh, shit. Okay.
So
he had
let's
some time.
say he's been doing it since he was 20. Let's give
Yeah,
him
so
70
like
years.
70 years of exercising. That's a cool 857 demons a year, which is 2.34 demons a day.
Sounds about right, man.
Yeah, I mean, he's
Like-
working night and day and weekends. I mean, that's
Yeah.
some hard work.
He's a good dude. So anyway, he has to go to Spain. This kid got possessed in Spain, and it's fucking wild. The kid gets possessed, and he goes like he's just like sitting there, and he goes, "Bring me the priest."
Okay.
And then they get like this super high priest from Spain to come in, and he just like mind kicks him from the room and goes, "That's the wrong fucking priest." And so now like all of Spain's trying to figure out who the fuck they have to bring in, because
Oh,
this
shit.
kid is like messed up, and it's Father Amort, the Pope's exorcist.
Okay.
So he comes in, he's talking to the kid, and the kid knows things. Like he's just like spouting off information that like he should not know, and he barfs up like a bird
Ew.
and shit.
What?
Like this priest has been doing so many like, oh, these aren't really possessed people, that when he sees this, he gets like genuinely scared. He's like, oh, this is like for real finally.
Okay.
Oh, fuck. And he can't win this fight, dude. Like everything he does fails.
Shit.
And there's this really cool thing in it. He has this little disc with like a cross on it.
Yeah.
And he makes this guy look at it at the beginning of the movie, and he's like moving it left and right, and the guy's following it with his eyes. And that's kind of all that happens. You're like, oh, he's transfixed by this thing, and that's all you take away from it.
Mm-hmm.
When he does it to this kid later on in the movie, as he moves it left and right, the demon's pupils separate from the kid's, and the demon is looking at it separately from the kid's eyes inside.
Gross.
So he's like, oh, shit, that's a real thing, because that didn't happen to the guy at the beginning of the movie because it was fake.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
But
Ugh.
this, like the eyes like they pull out. Oh, it was
mitosis
so dope,
of the pupil. Fuck.
Like it's full of stuff like that. That's genuinely creepy, genuinely horror filled. You know.
Yeah.
It's got some good shit. And so the whole thing is you gotta get the demon's name to really have the power to do anything, right?
Right.
He gets this demon's name, and it's not like a no-name fucking demon. Like, he pulls out, like, the demon name, dude. It's like Asmodeus.
Oh, shit.
It's like one of the princes of hell, and he's in this little kid looking for Russell Crowe. He's like, I've been waiting for you specifically.
Why? Do you want to kill him?
Let's dance, dude. He's like, go ahead, try to get rid of me. I've been waiting for some fun.
Okay.
And they do like exorcism stuff. Nothing takes hold, and then the movie starts going barbarian. I can see what they mean, because it just starts derailing into this is not what the movie's about. And this is where it got really cool for me. So basically, the church they're in was left to this family by the father of the family, but he had died. So they were going to fix it up and sell it. So they move in to fix it up. And then their kid gets possessed. So they're like, uh-oh, possessed again.
Oopsies.
And Russell Crowe's like looking around the grounds, and he finds like this chamber underneath like the abbey that they're on, right?
Okay.
And so he breaks in, and he's got like this Spanish priest with him, and he's all like, you think we can get this gate open? And the guy's like, I don't know if we should go in there. And he's like, yeah, because it looks like this was trying to keep something in, right? So we got to get in there. So they break in, and they start finding all these scrolls from this exorcism that took place there that failed, right?
Spooky.
They came to like this place, had like something like 20, 30 priests there, all to exorcise this one demon. It killed everybody and took over the lead priest. That lead priest then went back to the church and led the Spanish Inquisition, which is one of the darkest times in the church's history.
Book.
So it was led by a demon from within the church itself.
That's nuts.
That is a dope plot point.
Yeah, I like that.
So basically, this is the demon that did that, and now he wants the Pope's exorcist, because I would like to do that again.
Okay.
So he's trying to get the right-hand man to the Pope to infest, and then he'll go to the church and just lead atrocities in the name of God, being a demon himself.
Okay.
Wow, that shit was fucking dope.
That sounds awesome. I want to see this.
It was so good. And that, I mean, then we didn't get to the Men in Black shit, which I guess I won't spoil for you. But when you get there, oh, you'll know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
And
is this in theaters like right now?
It might still be in like a short, like maybe one showing a day kind of thing.
Okay.
Because it just came out.
There's like nothing near us for it. There's one in Dallas and one in Mesquite.
Yeah, this came out a month ago. It's from April.
Jeez, okay.
Right? Yeah, Dallas and Mesquite. So probably not. I'm probably going to have to give it to you the way that I acquired it.
Yeah. Oh, it's an hour and 43. That's not bad at all.
And it did not feel like that. It felt way shorter.
Really?
Oh,
too much going on?
Oh, it has a lot going on. Like, I haven't seen an exorcism movie that was this good in a long time. I was smiling a lot in this movie, just like, that's really cool. Taylor was crying at how scared she was at one point.
Oh my God.
Like, something really fucked her up. It was good. Like, solid movie. And it's basically set up for, like, a franchise now.
Hell yeah.
That's where the Men in Black side comes in. I just need you to watch it, and you'll be like, oh, I get that. I totally see what he means from that.
So it's directed by a man named Julius Avery, who I'm trying to see if he's done anything else.
Made a movie that I absolutely hated.
Oh, really?
That movie Overlord was another kind of like good twist of a movie, but I was so bored that entire movie. It's World War II. They invade this Nazi stronghold, but they have zombies, and then the zombies break loose, so they're fighting like Nazi zombies. That sounds great, doesn't it? And I was so bored the whole time.
That's wild.
I was surprised how little I enjoyed that movie.
I recognize the name of the movie Samaritan. That's a recent one. It's got Sylvester Stallone.
I have not seen that one. So he's really only done these 3 movies.
Okay, so Samaritan was a superhero. Huh.
I don't know, but if he makes more of these Pope's Exorcist movies, I will fucking be there.
Yeah, I'd like to watch this.
And then it says this, which I wonder if he's really going to do this. He's going to do maybe a reboot for Van Helsing.
I was just looking at that too. What?
And I would be about that.
Yes, please.
Because Van Helsing is one of my favorite movies of all time.
Yeah, Van Helsing's good shit.
I love that. People hate that movie.
Why?
Because it's, stupid, hokey.
People don't want to have fun, I swear to God.
People don't want to have fun. That movie is loaded with fun, dude.
Man. This is why we don't have fun horror movies anymore. If Tremors came out today, people would be like, that's fucking stupid. That's
I bet
bullshit.
they'd hate it.
Ugh.
I think the Pope's Exorcist did well, which would be good for me because this one was about as close to the fun that you could get. It did mildly okay. It cost $18 million, made 72. So it did pull a profit, so that's good.
That's good.
And a sequel is in development with Russell Crowe set to reprise his role. I could not be more excited.
Yes.
I would be there day one, having seen this now. Because I didn't know what to expect from it. And I think that's where the barbarianness comes in. Like, you think, oh, exorcism movie, I know what to expect. No, you fucking don't. You're not ready. Things happen in this movie. And I haven't seen such a scary exorcism movie. Like, the eyeball thing.
Yeah.
Dude, the eyeball thing alone was masterful.
I think the last exorcism movie I watched was Emily Rose.
Jesus Christ, like one of the OGs, man.
Yeah.
I think I have a clip of it here. Okay, and you know how Yim Tope doesn't really like kids in movies. Like,
yeah.
They're not great, right?
Don't bring your child to a scary movie or a horror movie or action movie.
Yeah, like this kid that acts in this movie.
Oh, the kid acting in the movie.
Yeah, like we don't love all kids in movies. They gotta they gotta be right.
They gotta bring the chops.
This kid being possessed, he got the chops, dude.
Okay.
He is horrific. That's the
He's no Children of the
thing.
Corn.
Oh man, maybe that doesn't happen in this scene. I thought it did. Oh, that must be the next one. Dude, I thought I found it. That eyeball thing, like, that was one of the things that, like, cinched it for me. I was like, oh, that was nifty. I'll like that.
Spooky.
Man, I can't oversell this one. That was a solid, scary movie.
Nice. All right.
It's fucking great. You need to see this movie. Everyone needs to see this movie. It's so good. Total recommend.
Well,
okay.
Do you want to exercise?
Let me calm down.
Okay.
Let me calm down. I'm sorry.
Let's exercise the first half of this show.
Okay.
And
I will come back when this house is clean.
Yes. What would you choose as a name, like, if it wasn't up to your parents? Because, like, I've lived my whole life as Kelsey, and I like it. It's a good name.
Well, I apparently have shit taste in names, because Taylor hates every name I've ever thrown her way. Oh, she hates, like, all names. No, we're not getting into that.
You think I'm going to make fun of him, too?
Only one.
What is it?
You're going to be like, that's just a basic bitch name.
What is it?
I love the name John, man.
I mean, it's a fine name.
And I would love that for a kid because, well, all my superheroes growing up were Johns. You got John Connor from Terminator, John McClane from Die Hard. Like, all your action heroes were Johns.
Because he's the everyman.
So that name seems cool to me.
I really like the name Jack. It's just
Taylor's,
like a cooler version of John.
Is it, though?
I think so.
It seems okay.
If you enjoyed that bit of the pre-ramble, you can get the entire full bonus episode by going over to patreon.com/YMBTOAP and signing up to be a patron. We just did our Zeitgeist review for May. We did a Kevin Bacon double feature because we're doubling up on actors. What do you call them? Actor features this month.
Yeah.
We're taking a single actor and then we're going into a deep dive on their work, picking up a couple of movies. Couple of roles. For Kevin Bacon, we decided we wanted to do some horror movies because he does have a lot of good horror movies in his, I say good, he does have a lot of horror movies in his catalog.
True.
We focused on one that Robert had seen and one that I had seen. We did Stir of Echoes and we did Tremors, and we thought one of those movies was a 10 out of 10 and we thought the other one was not. So catch us on the Patreon if you want to learn more about those. If you want to be the ultimate supporter beyond the Patreon, you can get yourself some Yumtope gear over at the Yumtope Apparel store. We got tote bags, we got zippered makeup bags, we got everything over there. The link to that shop lives in the show notes. And of course, thank you so much to all of our supporters, whether you just listen or whether you pay to hear the extra shows or the super, super extra shows. We love you all so dearly. Now let's get you on back to that regularly scheduled Yumtope content.
I think you could dig this game.
Okay.
I'm playing a new game.
Fantastic.
100%ed Ghost. It's main game and it's DLC. There's nothing left. I don't have to ever go back to this. I'm fucking
Laid that
done.
horse to rest.
I'm done. So I was like, man, what do I want to play next? I was like, I should play old stuff, you know?
All right.
And I was going to play Deathloop finally because I was like, that's old. I was like, I don't want to play Deathloop. Like,
Nobody really liked that game.
like
As much hype as it got,
they
you know, people were
did.
like,
But everyone was like, yeah, but it's done once you have anything to do with it, you know?
right.
So I was like, all right, fine. Let's forget that. I was like, ooh, cool. I saw this. Let's do this now. Saw Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I was like, hey, I always wanted to play that Guardians of the Galaxy game. And it
Yep.
won Best Narrative at the Game Awards. Like, it's supposed to have a
did.
good story. And you know I just like a good story. So I was like, let's play the intro and then decide if I want to keep going from there. Right?
Okay.
So, turn it on, and you don't get the title of the game for the first hour, which I already
shit.
liked that, you know?
Yeah.
Because, like, the entire intro mission is just the intro to, like, this is what to expect from
Okay.
this game. Then you get the title, and then it kind of gets going, which is cool.
Yeah.
I was asked, does it have anything to do with the movies? Absolutely not.
Okay.
This is
Just
not
totally separate.
any way, shape, or form related to those movies. I thought it was a bit more related to the comics. It's not
Okay.
even that. It's more like the Spider-Man game that's on the PlayStation. It is that person, but in this universe with its own rules and its own dynamics of all the characters. It's kind of its own creation with those characters in the middle.
All right.
So I started up, and I was like, okay, this is fun. It has there's no downtime. There
Cool.
is 0% relaxation. It is constant banter, constant wit, constant just things flying from character to character. Everyone's talking nonstop.
That's what I heard people didn't like about the game.
I love that about the game because
Okay, good.
I feel like I'm part of the team.
Yeah.
And that is that team. They're all fucking dickholes to each other, and it really shows. Like, that's what I love. Like, it doesn't give you any breaks. To the point that, like, they're having dialogue, and then you get dialogue trees to choose from where you're going.
Oh, shit. Okay.
And those do affect outcomes of things later in the game.
Nice. I
So
thought
it
it
is
was just like background chatter.
Well, so they're chattering, but then what you decide will change things further in the game.
Okay.
So, like, opening mission, we found a space llama. That was fun. Groot kept it as a pet. He loves him. Right after that, you get the title card, and then you're picked up for trespassing in the place that you were trying to steal stuff from.
Okay.
And so, like, the whole place is like, what are we going to do? They're drawing us in with the tractor beam now. We got to fucking figure out what we're doing. Like, we can't just, like, show up and it's like, oh, look, we have a Biohazard 2 class llama on the ship. We can't show them that. So then Groot, like, goes and grabs some stuff, and he's like, oh, I'm Groot. And he's like, no, You can't throw those out. Those are all the parts I've been collecting the whole time. That's worth money. You can't throw that away. So then you decide, do I hide the llama or do I hide the space parts, you know?
Okay.
And that affects the fee that you have to pay when you get in trouble with the police.
Huh.
But then you meet this little girl, and then do you, like, protect the decision she made from the mom? Do you cover for this? Do you do that? So you're constantly just, like, making decisions that just affect the people around you and the I don't know how it's going to affect, like, long term. I don't think it does. I think it affects the moment now, the conversation at hand.
Okay.
So, like, I can just have a conversation where this person was mean to me, or they kind of would let me go, but I'm still going to wind up in the same place at the end.
All right.
But it's just like a flavor text almost of, well, like, what kind of Peter Quill are you going to be? You going to be a snarky one or you going to be a nice one? What are you going to do?
Yeah. Just like the shenanigans you get into along the way.
Well, it does change missions that you do, actually. So, because I did look this one up, you have to make the money. You have to pay off this fee for, you know, being criminals because they're bad people.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all like, okay, we should go sell a monster to this monster collector lady. Plus, I really want to meet her. She sounds amazing, and I want to be infatuated with her. That's what Drax says. And they're like, okay, but what are we going to sell? The monster we went to kidnap got killed. The opening boss battle gets taken away from you, which I found so amusing.
Oh, no.
Like this giant boss comes in, and this random piece of, like, shrapnel just floats by and kills it. And then it's like, boss complete. And they're like, let's get out of here. And that's all there was to it. And I thought that was funny. So they're all like, well, the monster we want to get is dead. What are we going to do? So then Drax is like, no. Gamora's like, we should sell Groot. I mean, he's a giant fucking tree monster. Look at him. He's terrifying. And he's like, well, I'm Groot. That's scary.
Oh.
And then so Rocket gets mad and he's like, no, we're not going to sell him. He's a beautiful boy. He's so nice. Ask him. And he's just like, oh, I'm Groot. I don't know. So then Drax is like, yeah, we should sell the little furball. He is demented inside. He has a horrible personality. That's way more scary.
Oh.
So then you get to decide, are you going to sell Groot for money or sell Rocket for money?
Okay.
Either way, you're going to get them back. But I did read, because I was like, well, who's going to give me the most money? You get the same amount of money for both of them, which is kind of
really?
lame.
That is lame.
But you play two completely different levels based on who you choose.
Oh, okay.
If you were to sell Groot, you play a whole stealth thing to break him out. If you sell Rocket, he gets pissed off and starts a gun battle, and you just do an entire gunfight for the entire way.
Okay.
So you almost get different levels based on the choices you pick. So it's just like, how are you going to color your experience within the game?
Yeah, that's neat.
And at one point, there was a bridge we couldn't get to, so it was like, do you want to throw Rocket across the chasm? And I was like, yes. And he was very mad about that for the remainder of the level. He was very mad at me. But so, it's just super fast-paced. Like, I kind of have been hesitant to play it some more, because once you start, there's really no stopping point. Because it's constantly going.
Yeah.
There's no like, okay, and that's complete. Level done. Like, as soon as something else ends, you're already starting the next chapter, and it's unfolding right now. There's
So it sounds
no
like
break.
really fast-paced, breakneck shit.
It is constant, and I am digging the shit out of it.
Yeah,
Like,
it sounds immersive.
So that first level, you do all that, and then you seamlessly transition into your ship, and you're like doing like a flying thing. So there's tons of just like gameplay variations going on too. It has a wheel where you can cast out commands to the different guardians.
Oh, that's cool.
So you can be like, hey, Groot is like he's like an area of effect person. So use your vines to trap this group of people to the ground while I can focus on these guys. Rocket, actually throw a grenade into that field. You can just wipe them all out at once. And then it's all on cooldowns. Drax, do a mega hit because you have stagger bars. You have to stagger some people before you can do damage. And then Gamora does a sword thing.
That sounds like a lot to manage, like a lot of different characters that it's like a bunch of different abilities in Overwatch, but it's all different people.
Yeah, but not really. And it only really happens in certain fights.
Okay.
And then like it does slow down because like, okay, now here's like an environmental puzzle. Use Drax to pick up a block and put it where you need to jump higher. And then Groot can make a bridge. And then Rocket can hack this computer. And Gamora will cut this rope. And you just kind of direct people to do that.
Okay, that's cool.
But then when you're in the fights, it has like a Devil May Cry type meter where it's like you're doing like, you know, poor, excellent, better, fantastic, incredible, uncanny. And you keep building up like combo meters and trying to get the highest combo because you get more experience to upgrade your people with. But you usually get to a fight that's always too hard and you have to build up like a group meter and then you call like a team huddle.
Oh, cute.
And it's so fucking fun. Like Quill just goes like, "Come here everybody," with his like tape player. And then like they all come in and it's like a giant huddle. They're all just like, and then they tell you like what their problems are, and they're all like, "I don't think this is how we should do this. Like, I feel like they're laughing at us, like we're not even a good team and stuff." And he's like, "Yeah, well, that's probably because you're so ugly." And then they chit chat, and you're supposed to pick up on key words that they tell you in their frustrations, so that then you can give the appropriate, like pep talk to them.
That's an interesting mechanic.
So if you choose the correct pep talk, everybody gets double damage, and all the cooldowns are like half.
Oh, shit.
If you choose the wrong pep talk, your damage is doubled and the cooldowns stay at their normal high rate. So you definitely want to get the cooldown or, you know, the good pep talk because then you just fucking go ham on these boss battles and shit.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And when you choose the right pep talk, he plays a song on his cassette tape and you get a fucking just banging soundtrack while you're fucking shit up. It's a cool game.
It sounds really cool.
I'm really digging it, and it's just a cool like 15-hour experience. It's pretty short, but of course I'm doing a more completionist one, so Had a Beat, our favorite place, that puts it at like 25 because I'm like looking for all the upgrades. I want to make sure I find all the collectibles because when you find a collectible, when you're walking around the ship later, you can like have a one-on-one conversation with somebody from the team and learn something about them.
Okay.
So actually, I found the one for Rocket, and I got to have a conversation with him, and I heard this Rocket's version of the Lila Teefs and Floor thing. And it's a completely different story, still pretty fucked up and sad.
Sad.
So he was part of a super soldier program, and there were like hundreds of them, and all of them died but two, him and Lila.
Okay.
And they were going to escape, and as they were just about to make it out, she pushed him out of the door. It closes, and then he's like, "I had to listen to her die, Quill."
Fuck.
So, yeah, I'm a fucked up little dude. And this game actually makes a point to let you know they're cussing.
Oh, okay.
So they use certain words in place of those, so they keep using flarking for fucking, but like they throw it out all the time. They're like, "That flarking ship cut us the flark off." Like you know what they're saying.
I feel like that would get old quick.
I forget the one they use for shit, but like they have words for all the bad words, so you know, oh, they're just saying bad fucking words in this game. The soundtrack is phenomenal. It's like all like legit songs. Got some Flock of Seagulls on there,
Hell
a whole bunch
yeah.
of other stuff. And it keeps interspersing. So, like, opens with Quill and his mom on his birthday. And then you go to leave your room, and it like the door opens to a black void, and then you're in the first level. Then later on, you're in his brain, and you kind of relive the end of that, and then you get to see the next part. And then I imagine you'll see the next part until you find out how his mom died and he came to be in space, you know?
Okay.
This is a neat little game. I get why it was narrative of the year, because I am being drug along this story. And I don't know. Don't you like fast-paced, witty stuff?
I do, yeah. I feel like it would be harder to follow in like a video game setting where you're trying to focus on battles and shit, but if it's working.
They do talk the whole time during battles, but it's normally during like exploration. So it's like, okay,
yeah, that stuff I like.
We got to get from A to B, so you just hear like a ton of that. Then after the mission, hey, let's go pay our fine that we had, right?
Uh-huh.
and you're just on the ship, and they're talking to each other on the ship from different parts of it all the time.
And is it like in surround sound in your headphones and shit?
Oh yeah,
I love
like
that.
like you can hear Drax like down on the lower level of the ship with like a muffled voice being like, "Hey, I heard what you called me."
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I called you, you big bald idiot. You know, like
That's so cool.
it's just constant family banter shit that they have going on. I am like so about this game, and I'm like, man, should have listened when everyone was saying it was good then, you know?
Yeah.
It's on the PS5. I think it's on PC and stuff. I don't know. I've seen parts of it like when it first came out, and I know there's like a really sad part later with Quill, and I saw that one part going like, maybe I should vote for that in the Game Awards, and then it won. So
Okay. It came out in what, 2020?
2021, so not too long, and it is on everything. So
Okay.
you
nice.
get it on PS5, 4, Switch, Xbox One, Series,
Switch even? Wow.
and Microsoft Windows, so probably Steam.
All right.
It's sitting here at a 9 out of 10 on Steam, 8 out of 10 on IGN, 4.5 out of 5 at GameStop. Like, people like this game, and I get it. It's fucking fun.
Yeah.
So actually, in the intro mission, you break like a big sack of like eggs from some bug thing or whatever,
Okay.
and then all of a sudden like a scoreboard appears on the top of the screen, and Quill's just like, "What is this scoreboard?" And then Rocket's like, "Oh yeah, I hacked your visor while you were asleep, and I bet I can beat more of these bugs than you." And he's like, "You're hacking my shit while I sleep?" And he's like, "I do that all the time." "Why?" And he's like, "'Cause that's my stuff." And he's like, "Well, I'm still going to win this bet." And then that scoreboard just continues the whole level.
Oh my God.
And you're just kind of playing like a secret game within the game, you know?
That's kind of awesome.
It just feels cool, and it's different.
It sounds complex.
It's just fun. Like,
Yeah.
it is a very unique experience. And I thought I
Nice.
would hate this, but I do like it. I know that this is probably like a PlayStation thing, but if you have one, think about it. I don't normally use this feature, but I thought I'd try it, and I'm digging it. I couldn't hear the people when they were talking on the radio to me. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? So I looked in the settings. It's meant to come out of the controller.
Okay.
And I have the controller audio all the way down because I don't like noises coming out of my controller. I fucking
Yeah.
hate that shit.
It's still weird to me.
And I was like, you know what? Let's turn it on and see how I feel, right?
Yeah.
It feels so good hearing the banter come out of that, and it sounds like a tingy earpiece kind of thing.
Okay.
It works so completely that I'm like, I can't play this game in headphones. Like, I'm going to have to play this in surround sound because I don't want to lose the controller feature now.
Yeah.
Like, that sounds too good. It works, and I always hate that shit. And it actually works here, so I was like, fuck, I hate this. But I'm going to play it this
they
way.
made use of my controller.
They're making use of a lot of stuff. The vibrations in it, like, this game is just doing things. This is what a game is supposed to be, to try unique things that nobody's done and just
Yeah.
make you because you're playing it, you should be drawn in and feel something different in this world than any other world you've been in.
Yeah, it sounds like it really puts you in the game. Like you're in the center of the action. You're in
I'm in
everything.
it, man. You're in the center
Yeah.
of the conversations, and that's what I was saying. Like, you can't not be paying attention because you respond to things in like a conversation tree constantly.
Man, that's a lot.
Like, I mean, it's like two choices. So like you're walking, and it's like you want to choose left or right for the choice. Like, I think you can say 1, 2, or be quiet.
Yeah, as a
I always
person
pick
who
one to
is
say.
as a person who is daunted to the point of like freezing.
Decisionally challenged.
Yes, I can't make video game decisions. Like I would
Okay,
have
well,
to.
guess what? They're quick. I'm talking 15 seconds tops, and
Yeah, I
you
don't
got to
like
like
that
make
either.
a choice.
No, thank you. That sounds stressful.
Which you know that I like, so I'm like, make a decision and roll with it. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Because like, I really didn't know if I should throw him across the cavern, but I was like the timer was at the bottom, and I was like, fucking throw him. Yeah, sure.
All right.
And then I threw him, and it was great. Now, the big decision to sell Rocket or Groot, that one didn't go anywhere. So, like, I guess the big ones you get like infinite time to choose from. But if it's just like a flavor text, just coloring of the moment kind of thing,
Yeah.
just make a choice because you're still going to go to the same boss. You're going to go to the same place.
Okay.
But what fun do you want to have on the way kind of
Yeah.
thing? So.
All right. That's cool. I'm glad you're enjoying it.
I'm
It sounds
fucking
like
digging
a
it.
good thing to get into.
I know you don't do a lot of just like kind of linear story type games like that.
Yeah.
But I feel like even if you just watched it get played, if Richard had any interest at all in this game, I feel like you would just crack up and have a good time.
Yeah. We don't really do like action adventure games. I'll watch it on Twitch for sure, but yeah, it's just never been my style.
I'm loving it, man. And the music, top notch. Good music.
Good. I'm playing a new game right now, actually.
Okay.
So it's one that we talked about before on Friday Roundup. Do you remember me talking about Norco?
Yes, I do, because it had that cool art style.
Yeah, that like beautiful pixel art where everything is kind of like sunsetty, and it's
Pulling
got
up
this
images right now.
it's got this way in this world where it looks both
Ooh, this
like
monkey's
old
creepy.
and beat up, but also futuristic at the same time. So like you're checking out your beat up old garage and this nasty truck that sits out back, but then like this futuristic robot lady is sitting on top of it. So
I
and
like
she's
that.
your like butler or whatever. It's
Okay.
just fucking cool. I love the world that this game is built in, and it's a really short game. It's shorter than I thought it was going to be. It says it'll take like 6 hours to complete, maybe like 8 to 10 if you're 100%ing it, which of course we are. But
It kind of
yeah,
gives
we
me Stray vibes with like the
yeah,
city. But
yeah, that's
with like
really
real people though.
Yes, that's definitely the vibe. Like there's robot people mixed in with real people, and there's like weird animals. The fact that there is like they put an animal in basically every scene of this thing. I'm
Okay.
in love with it. You get to like pet cats and stuff. It's fantastic.
Doggy here.
Yeah, the
cute.
pit bull with the bright eyes.
Yes.
Yes, it's a good game.
Okay.
So it's just like
What's
this.
it about?
Well, it's a point and click adventure, so it's really just kind of like story choices. You know, it's like
Okay.
conversation trees that you're having, and you're just kind of you're coming back to your home in Louisiana after leaving as a teenager, and
Did you beat this game yet?
not yet.
Because I want to show you this image, but I don't want to spoil something if it's towards the end, so I'm not going to show you this then.
Okay.
But it looks fucking dope.
Yeah, there's a lot of like just really cool stuff in this game. Like just the art alone is enough to draw me in.
Yeah.
But the narrative is very like Southern Gothic style, so it's
Okay.
got this really cool imagery and just like a very unique vibe about it that's really drawing me in. So we've only played for a couple of hours, but we've already unlocked like 50% of the mind map that it's called, which
Okay.
is like you're interviewing people around town. You're trying to figure out what your mom was working on before she died, because it sounds like she died in kind of a mysterious circumstance, perhaps.
Okay.
Yeah, you get like this mind map where you're like uncovering facts about people and places, and you just like pick up stuff and you learn things about it that way. So like you'll have a mind map that's surrounding your mom, and it's like my mom is, and then you have choices that say like she is dead, she is a scientist, and then you can click on that and learn further about what your
Okay.
mom was doing. So it's just very cool. I love the way that it's written. I think it was actually a Patreon game. Like it was a very small publisher
Oh.
that just kind of kickstarted this thing, and we love small publishers here, so this is really fun to see it come to fruition.
Publisher
But,
Raw Fury. What a great
yeah.
publisher name.
Very good. It's just a really good little game. It's very surreal, and it has a way of feeling both hopeless, desolate futurescape, but also
Yeah.
hopeless, desolate nowscape with like poverty and global warming. It's got a lot of heavy themes and stuff, but it's very, very good.
I learned something really cool about it just now.
Oh?
When they signed on to publish the game in 2020, it was said that it would be the first in a trilogy.
Oh my God. Are they going to do that?
I don't know. I mean, that's what he said. Like, that's what the plan was. So hopefully this does good enough. That
Hopefully.
You can get, like, a whole thing here.
Yeah, I mean, it came out over a year ago now. It came out March 24th of 2022, so I would love to see
A year ago.
a sequel.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'd love to see a sequel hit shelves at a Best Buy near you.
It got positive reviews and several award nominations, I would assume.
Yeah.
It did pretty good.
I mean, the ratings on this game are insane. Like, everybody gives it 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 4.5 out of 5. It's very well rated.
They group Norco with like Kentucky Route Zero and Night in the Woods, which I still want to play Night in the Woods.
I played a little bit of Kentucky Route Zero, and it's very much in the same vein as that game. Like, Southern Gothic, mysterious shit.
Yeah. Okay. So it's like a 6-hour game. You're only like 2 or 3 hours in.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to 100% it, so we're going to go back and get all the stuff that we missed, of course, and I'll report back when we finish it. I'm imagining we'll finish it this week.
Okay. Well, that's actually a very good transition point to the next thing I want to tell you about.
Okay.
So today was the PlayStation Showcase. So this is as
Hell
of
yeah.
recording. There's a big PlayStation Showcase, May 24th from 3 to 4. And of course, I just sat there and watched it. Got paid on the clock, man.
Of course.
But yeah. So actually, Mary was here, and she was like, "Are you on your lunch?" And I was like, "No, PlayStation Showcase is on. What are you talking about?" And she was like, "You're just gonna watch it?" And I was like, "PlayStation Showcase is on. What do you mean? Yes, leave me alone." I had a list of everything that was going to be announced that had been on TikTok for like a week. None of that shit was here.
Oh, shit, okay.
Yeah, that list was fully fake, man. There were a couple items. But interesting that we were talking about Night in the Woods, because there's a prequel
Ooh.
to that, maybe? Because I definitely know the look of that game.
Yeah.
I know I just saw that little kitty cat here somewhere. Yeah, right here. I mean,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
totally him.
Right.
Right?
Revenant Hill?
But he's just a cat.
Oh.
Like a cat. And he goes up to sit on this hill with all these human people. So it's like, I know that Night in the Woods is like that word. Motherfucker, dude.
Anthropomorphic?
Yeah, like, it's those types of animals. So I'm like, is this like
Furries.
how he gets to that point? Because
is it just like in the same art style and it's from the same publisher, perhaps? Just a different
it's like
game?
the exact same. It looks the exact same.
It does look, yeah.
And so I was like, well, I didn't play it, so I don't know if Revenant Hill was a place in that game. You know, like, I don't know.
This cat is so cute.
And I mean, the trailer is literally just this cat running from point A to point B kind of thing.
Okay.
But like, I was really looking
He's
at
a
this being
skeleton
like,
farmer.
what
What the fuck?
He's supposed to be like see, and those are
Oh,
wolves
the bird people. Yeah.
or something. So like, I don't know what this is because this trailer is just this.
Huh.
No words, no nothing else. They just say that, tell you the name of the game. I don't know what this is.
This little possum cowboy. Interesting.
But
So that's one to watch. When does this come out?
you know what? Most of the games at this show had no dates.
Ah, fuck.
Only one had a hard date, and it was the first game of the show.
Okay.
And it comes out July 20th, so in like 2 months. And I was like, oh, that's cool. I've never even heard of this before.
All right. Nice.
So we had that full of games. So me and Mary agreed. This was a Mary and Taylor showcase.
Okay.
Very, very little for Robert was at this show. I mean, I was not enthused by much.
What is this Neva game? Is that new?
Okay, you got to hold up, my man.
Okay.
You're getting ahead.
It looks good.
I will hit that one for you next. This is by the Grease people. Or Gris.
Oh, okay. Shit.
The like first game we ever played for
Yeah.
our Twitch stream and stuff. This is like by the Gris people. Look at the beauty of this game.
Fucking pretty. Oh my god.
It's a horribly sad trailer. I'm not gonna make you watch the whole thing because
Okay.
you'll
Oh,
just
the
cry on the
bird's
show.
dead.
But like you got this lady,
Ooh,
with
big
those
wolf. With
big
the
old,
fucking
like, tree
antlers.
wolf thing, like,
Love that.
and a little baby one.
You know what?
see that little baby?
See that, baby. I fucking love animals that don't have antlers and then you put antlers on them.
Yeah.
I love that.
This is 40 seconds into the 2-minute trailer. I'm gonna stop it here because you will cry.
Okay.
But it is very pretty, right? Very, very pretty. Then we got this one that I really thought you would dig. It's called Sword of the Sea. Okay?
Okay.
This is very much a Journey-esque title.
Ooh.
It's even by the people that made Journey.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, this is
Okay.
like the Journey Desert that we're in right now. This is beautiful. What?
You can't handle the beauty, man. Oh, this game looks so good.
Wow. Oh my
Like-
god.
Like, we can't. Okay, did you play Abzu?
I don't think so.
I did not either, but you're a kid that just dives under the water and you just kind of like catalog sea life. That's about it.
Oh, cool.
The Pathless was the game I bought my PS5 for.
Oh shit.
And you're just like shooting a bow and arrow at different targets and you're just like doing stuff. And I played the fuck out of that game and it was lovely. I loved it so much.
Nice.
And the artist that was behind Journey. So there you go. You just like skateboarding around the
God.
sands. Look at this like tumultuous
way-
sand, dude.
Yeah, the sand is like a sea. This is ugh.
Yeah. I don't know what
My
this game's
God.
about either. That was the one thing about this showcase.
Doing sick fucking kickflips is what it's about.
They didn't do... There was no talking over any trailer. Like, there was no explanation of almost any game. We just got visuals, and they just walked away.
This is a beautiful, like, dimensional retelling of the world of Journey. Like, this is making me feel things.
There's just some fish night right there.
Yes, some whales in the sky where they
But
belong.
then, that's ocean. That's sea right there.
Yeah.
That's a little too tumultuous for me.
Yeah.
Kind of fucking me up.
Sword of the Sea.
Again, no dates.
Ugh.
No dates. Everything basically said fall or perhaps 2024.
Or just left you guessing and gave you nothing.
Pretty much. Like,
Wait, the Talos Principle 2?
Yes, okay, I was gonna ask you. I was like, I'm pretty sure Kelsey played that fucking game.
I did.
Okay. Also, very beautiful, dude.
Yeah. This game, Talos Principle 1 was really pretty.
And I was really into, good, I've got closed captions on here for you so you can read this stuff. It was all about being sentient as a robot and shit, and it was fucking me right
Yes.
up because, you know, I love that shit.
The fucking lore of this game would send you into space. Like, this, it's really, really good.
I don't know anything else about this because they just said the title and they walked away again. Like,
Yeah.
so here's the thing. They didn't talk in this presentation. It opened with somebody going, okay. It opened up with Jim Ryan.
Kitties.
I was trying
Fucking
not to
Jim
talk
Ryan.
about him, but
Gross.
he goes, hey, we have new games coming out for PlayStation. Here you go. And then they just showed trailer after trailer after trailer. They did nothing else. And then at the end he goes, that was them. Like, this show was not with developers. It wasn't with the people. You just saw trailers for like 20-something games, I guess.
Okay.
And I mean, this one had like vocals in it, kind of giving you like the vibe, you know?
Yeah. Okay. So Talos Principle 2 is coming out in 2023.
But that's
What's
not
past
a date.
is prologue.
That's not a date. When?
Oh,
Like, a year's not a date.
yeah.
That's not date enough. I don't like
I want
that.
like a season, you know, like autumn 2023.
They-
Give me a.
They did a lot
indication.
of that, like fall 2022.
Yeah.
This game though, Helldivers 2,
What is that?
was one of the first ones. I don't know, but we need it. It was so funny. It
Okay.
was so comedic. So it opens with this dude, and it was all like, welcome to Super Earth, the best place for Earthlings to live. And then he just like, he's like, oh, my loving family. And then this fucking bug comes and murders him.
no.
And he's just on his knees with blood spraying at him going, no! Like,
What the fuck?
pure comedy. I love it. And then you basically, like, suit up and you're just out fighting bugs.
All
so,
right.
so I thought it was going to be a Starship Troopers thing.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. But you're just fighting bugs. You're just high-fiving your buddies as you're killing all the bugs. It's like a little buddy game, I guess. And you can, like, hug each other and chest bump.
What?
And you're
Is
just,
it
like, having
multiplayer?
fun. I think so. Like, I think you're just having fun with buddies killing bugs. That's the extent of it.
I like that. Fucking flamethrower. I love I love flamethrowers in games.
Like, I don't know. See, like,
Look at them
what's
hugging
the
and
point of this?
explosions. They're so
I-
cute.
This game just feels like
oh my god.
pure fun to me.
Yeah.
The trailer made me laugh the whole time. I just thought it was a funny game. And then it ends with like a disclaimer. It's all like, not all Helldivers return home to their families. Join up today. You know,
Oh my god.
it's
Eva
just
Net
very,
Niage.
it's just very funny.
They're planting a flag and a bug.
And then they chest bump about it. Like,
oh my god.
this game has a comedic mentality about it that I am very into.
Yeah.
I could be about that one. There's a new cat game coming out that I think you would super like.
Cat Quest? It looks
like
cute.
Dredge, but you're a cat.
Fuck yes. Pirates of the Caribbean. I'm sold.
I mean, it's
Oh my
Dredge,
God.
but you're a cat. Like,
That's all I need in my life.
like check out this gameplay. So you're actually like on the little mini map. You're like on the map.
Oh. It's
fighting
like 2.5D.
Yeah. Coming in 2024. Oh, sorry, 2024. It's to see, here you go, right? You're doing
Yeah, off
this.
into your little ship. Oh,
And you're still
cannons.
playing. And I love that, like, the map is in the water. Like, you're reading the word for the body of water there.
Oh, cool.
You're on the map.
That's fun.
I think this game's fucking fun.
Yeah.
This is the third in a series of these games.
Okay, I want to check out the first two then.
Taylor was very into it. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry that I skipped this. My bad. The muscle mommy cat here.
With the lips. Oh my god.
This is when Taylor was sold. She has like a mug of milk on her bicep. Like,
Incredible.
again, there's a lot of good, funny games coming out right now. I'm like here
Good.
for it.
The world needs laughter. Like I feel like honestly after the last fucking shit show we've been through in the last several years, I think it's time for funny games and funny movies. Like funny horror needs to make a comeback. We need to
Yes.
have fun plucky little games to play. Like I want
This one's
good
called
times.
The Plucky Squire. It seems.
Oh
okay.
fuck yeah.
You're like 2D on a page, but then you can come out of the book and go 3D on the bookshelf kind of thing.
Okay.
So you're constantly going 2D to 3D.
Paper Mario style.
It's neat. If you're an RPG person, this was the only time I gasped during the show, and I never even played the first one, but Dragon's Dogma 2 is happening, and Dragon's Dogma was a humongous RPG.
Okay, I've never heard of that one.
I played the demo way back when on the PlayStation 3, and it was phenomenal, but I don't play those kinds of games, so I didn't play it.
Okay.
I think I might fucking play it just to get ready for this one, because this game looked... Dude, look at the gameplay of this motherfucking game. Like, this is you playing and fighting people. Like,
Whoa.
this looks so good.
This looks very JRPG.
Oh, yeah. Well, it is, yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
like 100%. But, like, look at how solid this animation work is for this open world
Yeah.
spell casting fighting battle system. Like,
Ooh, dragon.
like, oh, he's
Holy
on
shit.
a griffin flying into the air,
Stabbing
stabbing him in
it.
the neck.
That's not a good plan.
And I was
If you
like,
want to live long.
I'm super sold. Like,
The bridge falls
and
away.
again, see, you're getting a lot of like
Medusa?
buddy cop stuff where like
Ooh,
you're just
a
like
harpy?
high-fiving team members and stuff, you know?
Yeah, this is cool shit.
This one looks good. Like, this was the first game. This was about 40 minutes into the hour-long show that I went, finally, something I can get excited about. And I've never even played the first one.
Okay.
But that was solid. Got Assassin's Creed, Alan Wake 2, which is a Remedy game who made Control, so that's iffy.
Our favorite game.
Yeah, that's iffy. We already know. We're already sold on Final Fantasy 16. Don't need more.
Of course.
A new Metroid type game, but it is so busy, I don't even know that I like it.
Oh, no.
Like, the art's... Like, look at how busy this art is. Like,
Whoa.
it's just a mishmash
That's
of...
a lot.
It's a lot. There's a lot happening.
Very maximalism.
Yeah, it's a little overstimulating.
Yeah. I
It's-
feel like I'm watching one of those dancing fruit videos and I'm 6 months old.
Yeah, this is too much. Then a bunch of VR games. I actually didn't even watch that part of the show because who gives a shit?
Yeah.
I'm not buying one of those. This one, I don't think you'll be interested in. It's a new Bungie game, which is cool. I just needed you to see the graphics.
I like those fucking mushrooms, I'll tell you what.
Like, I just needed you to see some of this shit, man.
This looks cool.
I'm thinking it's a
Very neon.
multiplayer game, right?
Yeah.
I'm thinking it's very Valorant, Apex, whatever. But
I'm
by
so
them,
sick of fucking battle royales and like
But,
I'm
like,
I'm tired of
look at
that
this
style
though.
of game.
Look at how
This looks
visually
pretty.
pleasing this is.
Yeah, that guy was bleeding out blue into a puddle of milk.
Gorgeous. And then something stabbed the moon. Like,
Hell yeah.
there's a lot going on here. I know nothing about that game because the whole trailer is music and the guy running. And then he gets shot. So then that's like... Oh, then there's the thing that I did want to show you. There's a new Destiny thing coming out.
Oh, okay.
And I'm not quite sure what it is.
Destiny 2, the final shape.
But it's got...
Ooh.
It's got Cade in it.
Oh, shit. We love Cade.
So I was wondering if this is like the afterlife.
Oh.
I'm thinking this is the afterlife after he's died kind of thing.
Oh my god, cool.
I knew you'd like that.
You know I love Cade.
Cade was dope, dude. I cried when he died.
Yes, me
That
too.
was horribly sad. But see, his gun was broken there too. That's why I think it's post his death. That's the afterlife of Destiny.
Okay, that's
That could be
fucking
neat.
dope shit right there.
Yeah, I might actually play that. And then, and then they ended it with like the thing that people were pretty much there for, which was Spider-Man 2 shit. And it was fucking glorious. It was some of the most amazing shit I've ever seen. I'm so excited. Still not one fucking word about the date, which is so stupid because it's supposedly coming out in September.
Ooh, wow. That's very soon.
But right now, this is Peter, and he is acting like a fucking douche.
He's
Which is...
exploding people.
Well, no, like, there's later in the story... Well, and he saves a dude, and he just, like, throws him against the ground, like, get the fuck out of here. Like, I saved you.
Ooh.
What more do you need?
That's
And I was
not
like,
nice.
that's not Spider-Man.
That's not very Spider-Man of you.
Yeah, the symbiote stuff is cool, but then this was kind of the premise. You do swap between him and Miles, kind of like on the fly. So like he's like, "Hey,
cool.
Miles, I need you to do something." Boom, instant transition. I'm Miles.
That's
Watch
nice.
how fast he goes through New York, because the PlayStation has the super fast SSD, so you can
can
go through
render
maps
all this shit.
insanely quick, right? Watch this.
This is cool.
He has a wingsuit, so you literally just soar through the fucking city through like the wind currents that are between the buildings.
Oh, that's amazing.
And I have now crossed all of New York that fast. That was mind-blowing. New little weapons, all that kind of shit. The lizard's in it, and I love my lizard, dude.
Gotta
And
have the lizard.
They took their sweet time showing him to me, but he finally got shown. The chase sequences are so much bigger, which I enjoyed. So here's a chase sequence for you. You were just like in the open world here, man.
Oh,
I can't with this shit.
on a jet ski?
Whoop. Yeah, let's just throw it at people. Let's just slingshot right off of it and keep on going. Woo! Look at me go!
That is so cool.
They had moments like this in the first one, but it was way smaller scale. But it was on the PS4.
Yeah.
So now they've just like expanded, and it is humongous.
These like cinematic moments that they're doing with every time you punch somebody are a lot.
I love it. And then cutscenes, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, then you swap straight into Peter. It's like you do... So you don't press a button and just like swap to him. You just instantly swap as the story is doing something.
Okay.
You know, so it's not... And it's not a co-op game. They did come out and say that. Like, it is just you playing this game. Oh, then you do like this type of moment? Like you're just being pulled on the back of a boat?
Yeah.
Man, I can't wait for this game. And I don't think I have the PTO to take off for it, which sucks.
Oh, man.
But then, oh yeah, he saves this dude. I was so mad. Like, he saves this dude and just goes like, fuck off. And throws
Chuck him on the
And I was
ground.
like, that's not how Spider-Man is. And Miles does comment like, he's not acting right. And so you're like,
Yeah.
uh-oh, the symbiote's being bad to him. I can't fucking wait for that game. It looks phenomenal. And that was the closing of the show. So,
Good shit.
lots of very pretty games, tons of sci-fi games if you're a sci-fi person.
Yes.
Tons of funny games, just gorgeous art style ones. they're doing shit right now, and I'm here for it. So that's it. It was quite the hour.
That's a lot of stuff.
That
That's
was
a lot of good
of
things
stuff.
to look forward to.
So go check out the PlayStation YouTube, guys. Check out all these trailers. I'll probably, tag a link in there. Not to each trailer, but just to, like, the hub. You can go pick and choose, watch whatever you want. And, yeah, that was pretty much it.
Beautiful.
Would you
Ready to
like
get outta
to
here?
do our own showcase? And say no dates?
Yimtope movie coming soon.
If you love this episode, please tell a friend. Word of mouth is the best way to get the good Yimtope into fresh new ears. We release weekly every single Monday. That is our Yimtope guarantee. We are very proud of that guarantee here. We have been here every Monday since 2019, and we plan to keep it that way. So if you want to know you got something fresh on Monday, Yimtope's your place. If you want to talk to us about that, you like that stuff we do, hop on over to Twitter, reach out to us at YMBTOAP, and let us know what you thought about the PlayStation Showcase. Are you playing Norco? What do you think about that? Have you seen The Pope's Exorcist? Have you seen how fucking cool that movie is? And also let us know if you believe that the world flipped on its axis the day that that bird was hit by a baseball. I would love to know. But if you don't like Twitter, it just takes too much time. You gotta tweet it. It's gotta sit out there. We gotta read it. We gotta respond to it. Oh, it takes so long.
It's forever.
Maybe you want to talk to us a bit faster. Go on over to patreon.com/YMBTOAP. Sign up to be a patron for the low price of $2. Get the secret Discord. That is instantaneous Yimtope talkage, man. We're talking stuff in there all the time. I actually posted about the PlayStation Showcase going live at 3 o'clock today. So I was like, hey, let's all watch. Let's hang out and do stuff, We're always in the Discord talking to you guys. We love all the memes and the jokes and just the conversation we have in there. It's a great place. So hop on over there, chit-chat with us. And again, if you're in the Patreon, we really, really appreciate it. We love you guys for supporting us. I don't know, man. We just don't know what to do without you. You guys breathe the life into us to breathe the life into this show. We love you guys so much.
Our theme song is The Grim Reaper Blows the Horn by Faraj. Please check him out on YouTube. And as always, thank you for listening, and tune in next time to get the answer to that burning question. Does God just hate birds on a baseball field?
But we had one more important sound we wanted you to hear.
Never seen a turkey in real life.
Is that 3 strikes in a row? Or
That
are you
is-
talking about the animal?
No, I'm talking
Okay.
about the bowling thing. Never
All
seen a
right.
turkey. I think Sean did one, actually, while we were there. I may have seen my first turkey in real life, but, I've seen plenty of turkeys. I've seen those. That's fun.